Hi, welcome back. I'm glad to be back. It's been a long couple months. So let me catch you up. In about June, I started to have a lot of pain and nausea and just a lot of not feeling good. And we weren't really sure what was going on, so we went to the doctor. And the doctor diagnosed me with fibromyalgia and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is connective tissue disease. Now that we know this, we've looked back and it explains a lot about my entire life so far. In the meantime, I had to have a surgery on my hip, and after that I developed very, very bad pain that we couldn't understand and explain, which we then found out was actually CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome. Basically what this means is my nerves send signals to my brain that I'm in pain from things that are not painful. Clothes touching my leg, someone simply touching it like this, things that aren't painful. In that time frame, I also increasingly got worse with my nausea and pain after eating, which has been going on for a couple years, but I always just thought it was related to I had eating issues. I had issues with my eating. I wouldn't eat. I'll be real, I had an eating disorder, and at the time I didn't realize it. Now that I'm older and kind of out of it, I recognize that that is what the situation was. I do still deal with some disordered eating, but right now a lot of that is due to my inability to eat. I am seeing multiple specialists. I'm attempting to schedule a surgery to get an implantation device in my spine that will hopefully block the pain signals from my leg. I don't think it will block pain signals for real pain. If I hurt myself, I will know. But it will block the pain signals of things that should not be painful. It will basically reteach my brain what's really painful. It is like a stimulation machine. I have control over it. As far as I know, I will have a remote and I can turn it on, I can turn it off, I can change the settings depending on what my pain is on the day. So as if that wasn't enough, I also haven't been able to eat in about 4 weeks, anything outside of like bread. I'm getting tested for a bunch of things. Right now we're looking at an MRI with contrast, a lot of contrast. That will basically show the path through my digestive system, so the doctor can see if there's anything going on in my intestines that is a problem, or if it is just my stomach that is causing it. I was diagnosed with gastroparesis in December and was treated for it, but the treatments haven't helped and it has gotten increasingly worse. So we are looking into anything else it could be, if it's just gastroparesis and I need different treatment. Really just what's the real cause and what's the treatment for it, based on that. I have since October been going to PT 3 times a week, every week. Sometimes more, sometimes 2. Insurance is an issue with getting PT approved. I have to reapprove it every couple weeks. So like right now I only go 2 times a week because for the next 2 weeks I only have 4 sessions approved. So instead of going 3 times this week like I normally would and only going 1 time next week, I decided to do 2 and 2. But up until this week I've been going 3 times a week every week. I did have COVID in November. and that has not helped. We don't know how I got it. My whole family got it at one point. We don't know who picked it up, where it came from. We think we maybe know my dad might have gotten it on transportation. My mom could have gotten it at work. I could have gotten it at a doctor's office. Someone got it and brought it home and it spread. So that has not helped, because that has added to my fatigue. And now that I'm not able to eat much, I have also been increasingly fatigued. I'm not gonna lie, it is obvious I have gained weight since my last video, which was a while ago. I'm not happy about it. I have tried upping my diet. I have tried lowering my diet. At this point, we think it might be a mix of medication for my multiple chronic illnesses causing it, and also what's called starvation mode. Basically, our best guess is my body is storing everything I eat because I'm not eating enough. I can only intake, I'm gonna pause here, trigger warning for eating disorder, calories, weight, talk, right here. And give that a second. Please don't watch this if it's going to trigger you. I only eat about, on a very, very good day, about 1,000 calories. I just simply cannot eat enough. I get full really quickly. I don't really get hungry anymore, only about once a week am I getting hungry. And I get pain and nausea and so many symptoms that are unpleasant every time I put anything into my body. This coffee I've had for 5 hours now, and you can see I haven't drank much because everything I put in my body causes symptoms. I am now at a point where I have pain in my stomach 24/7. I am not gonna lie, I'm a hospital kid. I've made that clear. I did a whole project about it for school. I have a high pain tolerance, and I'm not likely often to say, ow, it hurts. I am at a point, I live at a 9 out of 10 every day. Between my stomach, my CRPS in my leg, my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which has caused my shoulder to increasingly infrequent. See, sorry, that is also another symptom, is hiccups and like burping. I have increasingly started dislocating my shoulder and my thumbs. I actually need to put on, I made braces for my hands to keep my fingers in place and my thumb in place, so that I dislocate slightly less frequently, to decrease my pain. But on a given day, I'm at a 9 out of 10. Obviously, this is not where I want to be. I am not able to work right now due to my pain. Basically, I go to doctors and physical therapies and try to get treatment and diagnosis and everything I can to feel better, but I am at a 9 out of 10 pain every day, and my fatigue is so high right now, especially not eating much. I get tired really easily, and nobody can explain what's going on. Nobody can fix it. They need a diagnosis to fix it, and they don't know what's causing it yet. I have luckily made a lot of friends, really good people that are struggling with the same things I am, or similar things, who have helped me so much in trying to figure out why I gained so much weight. I have talked to people and they have reassured me that it's most likely my body saying, you're not getting enough nutrition, we need to keep everything in. We need to store every nutrient we get as fat, because if we don't, you will die. I don't want to sound dramatic. I'm not gonna die. I'm okay. But that is how your body reacts. Your body thinks, I'm not getting enough. I need to keep it so that I stay alive. They have reassured me that it is not something I am doing. I'm a healthy eater for the most part. I don't like junk food that much. I like cookies, I like ice cream, but I don't eat it in abundance. I'm a very moderation person. I will have a handful of vegetables and then a bowl of ice cream because it's moderation. Well, more than a handful of vegetables, but you know, vegetables. I have also not been able to eat my favorite foods, like vegetables and fruits. I discovered I'm allergic to kiwi and apples and carrots and celery. That was a real bummer because I love carrots and celery. But it makes my mouth tingle, and I learned that that is not normal and that should not happen. I've learned a lot of things are not normal and should not be happening, such as being able to touch my thumb to my arm. Not normal. Should not be able to do that. Granted, PSA, just because you might be hypermobile does not mean you have Ehlers-Danlos. But in my case, my hypermobility causes pain, which is when they diagnosed Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So long story short, I am living at a 9 out of 10 pain every day. I'm living on a couple hundred calories a day and as much sleep as I can get because I'm always tired. I've decided that I'm not going to solely dedicate my account to chronic illness, but it is a big part of my life. So a lot of my account will probably be linked to chronic illness. But I also know that it's important to have other interests and other activities going on outside of just chronic illness. So I'm gonna try. I can show you right here. My drawer is full of things that I use on a daily basis because some days I literally don't have the energy to get out of bed to get things. So I have makeup over here, I have skincare over here, my medications. My computer now lives next to my bed, where I used to be very adamant that it had to be on my desk. I've also gotten into plants a lot. And I'm trying my best to live life normally, but for me, normal is not the same anymore. So that is the long story short version of my chronic illness journey so far in the last couple years, the last couple months, and an update for you on where I've been and what's been going on. I will be posting more often. I don't know if I'm going to set a schedule because I don't think I want to hold myself to something like that. But once, twice a week, I think is my goal. And it could be something as short as a video of me singing, or a makeup routine, or chronic illness daily life. Comment below what you want to see, and I will definitely try to incorporate that into my videos. I am going to end the video here. I think I've explained probably as much as I feel comfortable talking about online right now. I do have my TikTok, which is all chronic illness for the most part, and acting and singing. It is Marissa's Chronic Life. Actually, Marissa's _chronic_life 18. And I also have an Instagram on that handle. I will link those below. And if you want to see what life is like, this is it. And I will definitely, I want to raise awareness, so I will definitely be posting about what my life is like now that I'm so, I guess, sick. I've avoided saying I'm sick, but I am sick, and in that sense of the word, my life is difficult and different than most other people's, and that makes me unique, and I want to share that and raise awareness. So follow below, follow my Instagram, my TikTok for updates and what it's like living with chronic illness.